Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Wormhole X-Tremists. My name is David Reed, and I am privileged to be with Nicole Rodriguez Galdo
Hello.
And
and
her lollipop.
her lollipop, yes, and Yvonne Cahill.
Hello.
How you guys feeling?
Doing good. Yeah, probably doing slightly better than the lovely Nicole, who's suffering from the flu.
No, it's not. Apparently, it's something else this time. So
Some sort of exotic UK bug.
they said because I had the flu last month. They were like, "It's not
Mm.
COVID, it's not the flu," and I was like, "Oh," and they were like, "Just good old fashioned virus," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, I was talking with a stranger about 3 or 4 days ago, and she was saying that that there was her family had some kind of virus, not her, but like some of the people that she was with, and I said, yeah, my coworker is has got the flu or something right now. She says, yeah, it's going around. I'm like, yeah, in London.
Evil.
Jeez.
Yeah, I
it's going
really-
A
around
few
for sure.
continents.
I was supposed to go
Gone
to
from
London
the US to the UK.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to London on Friday, and then I had to cancel because I was just so sick. I lost
Wow.
my sense of taste, so I'm getting the it's coming back, the simple pleasures.
I'm glad
Sweet
to
and
hear it.
salty's where it's at.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully these episodes are just as tasty.
There you go. That's
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, that was
Good
so-
eating
wow.
segue.
That was terrible.
Jeez. I've got images from
Oh yes,
Adam
we got images.
for
Indeed
this
you
episode.
do.
You guys want to pull up 203 Prisoners, our first episode for the image?
Wow. You know who she reminds me of? It reminds me of Cruella de Vil.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to say uh, Lady Tremaine in Cinderella.
Yes, that too.
I'm not
Wow,
gonna lie,
she
right?
needs to be stroking a cat.
This is this is good. This is
That's-
peak.
That's really cool.
That's pretty awesome. All debts unpaid.
That's right. And her collars are nice and tall and pointy.
That's really
Yes.
funny. What's great about
Yes.
her is that, she doesn't look like that in terms of the evilness because she hides it.
Right.
So
This
they're
is
like-
what's beneath the surface, including the cape.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me
Exactly.
of that poster of that cute penguin that wears the glove that looks like a chicken in Wallace and Gromit. It's like, have you seen this chicken?
Yes.
And it's just like,
Yes. Oh,
I
it's
feel
been
like
forever since I've seen
Linnea
that.
went around being all like, I'm so pleasant, and then eventually turned around
Uh-huh.
one day
Yeah,
and
well, she
showed
was like
disrobed and became
she was
evil.
really like milking that like elderly
yeah.
lady trope. It's
Even
like, I'm just an innocent old lady.
even Bonnie Bartlett, she was like, "Oh, what a nice old lady." It's like you played her.
Yeah.
All right.
Read
Next
between
It's
one.
the
not good.
The Gamekeeper.
Oh damn.
I'm
Oh,
thinking it's supposed to
wow.
be Jack.
So it's like
Yeah.
the gamekeeper's the puppet master, and he's
Right.
like
He is the puppet master.
puppeteering Jack
Yes.
through his little
yes.
trauma.
You know what? The hands actually aren't as scary as they usually are.
I don't know what it is with this thing
Oh,
about
because
hands.
it's usually like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack's hands are messed up, but he's a puppet, so that's okay.
Oh, what you mean? Because the AI thing usually makes them think. Oh
Right.
yeah.
It usually messes hands up. It gives it like extra fingers, or they're
Yeah,
like
it
really
doesn't
mutated.
understand the nature of hands for whatever
No.
reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Jack's
yeah,
look
this is
messed
cool.
up, but he's a puppet, so that's okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
In this case,
that's cool. I like that. I like
Yeah.
the
Well done, Adam.
Yeah, I like that image.
Good deal.
All I can think about is the strings getting cut when he walks through the gate, and then everyone. What a good
What a
time.
great moment.
What a good
Oh
episode.
man.
Oh wow.
All right. I'm trying to think of any other updates. I think we're good.
Urius Tosha said Linnea is the Sheev Palpatine of Stargate.
That's right. Is Sheev canon now?
Yeah, I think Sheev has been canon for a long time.
It has. Okay. It's
Yeah,
it's not just not been set on screen yet.
Not no, unless it has in like the animated stuff, and I don't remember.
I haven't come across it. I haven't watched Bad Batch, but I've pretty much seen everything else. So
I'm
Yeah.
wearing a Star Wars shirt today. Let me reveal without revealing too much.
hang on.
That's awesome.
It's
And
not
that is a
Palpatine.
Lucas quote.
It's Jar Jar, yeah. So
Oh
Absolutely.
wow. Okay.
There are
until
whole
that
fan
went belly
groups
up.
dedicated to believing that he's a Sith.
Hey, if he comes back,
I
as a
actually
Sith Lord, I'll
love
be
that
happy.
theory so much. There was
Me
like that
too.
really good video that made the rounds, and I was buying into all of that evidence like big time.
Rule of two, be damned.
Yeah.
I guess
Adam
there
just
could be
said,
more twos.
"Oh look, I made a live session." Goes back to sleep.
Aww.
Bye, Adam. That's Evie's husband, Robot
Aw.
Elbows.
Never seen him on here.
No,
Neither have I.
no,
That's quite funny.
he must just be in between sleep cycles.
Mm,
It's like my first
poor
thought
guy.
was
Go to bed.
he didn't make a live session. He made the images. It's like no, he made as in he
Made
arrived
it
for.
too. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, arrive for.
Adam,
yes.
go back to bed. Thank you for
Yeah,
your artwork.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Go
Shoo.
back to sleep.
Do us all a favor.
Hilarious.
That's funny. Yell at him, Yvie.
There's three several walls.
Oh.
You can probably hear me anyway.
What if he's
Go
already
back to
conked
bed.
out? What if he's already conked out on his pillow and you just wake him up by saying it?
45 seconds? Nah. All right. You guys ready to go?
Funny.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. Prisoners.
Prisoners. I'm excited,
Episode
guys.
203?
I like this episode.
I do too.
I like it a lot as well. I
like-
thought I didn't, and then I did.
I like it as I rewatch it more. I did not when it
Yeah.
originally aired.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
have.
I've always liked it.
I have like Prisoners memories like alongside with like Star Trek Voyager's The Shoot. Really psychological. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Hey,
Yep.
certainly am.
Let's watch in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, my name is David Reed. Welcome to Wormhole Extremists. I'm with Yvie
Hello.
and Nicole,
Hello.
and we are watching Prisoners.
Indeed.
Thanks for joining us.
For people who
So
just joined us,
apparently
Nicole's sick.
There's actually a goof. Sorry to interrupt you, Nicole. There's a goof
No, go
coming
ahead.
up really soon. So when SG-1 hear the man calling for help, O'Neill draws his sidearm twice. But the
Okay.
first
Oh,
time-
no.
The first time the movement is quite like subtle.
And I'm assuming the second time it isn't.
No, the second time you see it properly on screen, but
Okay.
the first time the movement is obscured by the angle of the camera.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's pulling something out now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. So the first time I watched this episode and the sequel to it, is it Past and Present?
Yes.
I actually had accidentally missed them in my original run, as in because obviously I watched it in a silly out of order way.
Missed
Yes.
Prisoners?
So yeah, and Past and Present. So when I watched
must
Prison,
them both. Okay.
Aw.
yeah, so I got the joy even after watching the entire rest of the series. I got to watch Prisoners and then Past and Present, not knowing they were related.
I see.
So that was fun.
Keep an eye out for Talder.
Uh-oh.
They chose a really bleak part of Vancouver to pull this off.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
gnarly.
does. The lighting makes a massive difference. It makes beautiful Vancouver look so like ominous.
I love that shot.
So do I. I was just
Don't know
admiring
where
it.
they went to got it. To
big-
get it, but
big warehouse or cleared
I
out a
don't
studio.
know. That ceiling is awfully high.
It's very
So-
high. Yeah, good job.
It took a little while.
Doesn't improve our situation at all.
Urias Tosh, Michael Shanks eats scenes, and I love it. Yes, he does.
Were they watching closely?
I really don't like these people.
Yeah, they were inside of sacred grounds.
Yeah. This is why we need like a judge and a jury and all that.
Yeah, you've got them. They're called Talder.
Mm.
Not a good one.
They're not very impartial, though.
Where's the core eye when I need it?
Oh, so Hadante is apparently a combination of the words Hades and
And Dante?
Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
Hades is the Greek god of the underworld, and Dante means the author of the underworld.
That's really cool.
It is really cool.
I'm learning things.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was assumed Dante because, because of that, but I didn't realize the beginning part, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to quickly say that I learned something yesterday. So this episode is written by Terry Curtis Fox. It's his first of 3, but he was also a senior advisor on this episode and also the Gamekeeper. And I didn't know what a senior advisor does, but correct me if I'm wrong. I looked into this. And apparently an advisor works with the director to ensure the acting and sets are believable, like realistic, convincing, that sort
I
of
did not
thing.
know that.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. I actually had no idea that was even a role.
Interesting.
That's pretty interesting. And obviously, we're introduced to the beautiful Bonnie Bartlett as Linnea.
She's just wonderful in this.
She is fabulous.
She's fantastic.
I've not rewatched this since getting to meet her, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh, really?
For me.
Oh, this will be a treat.
Yeah. I don't casually watch SG-1, really. I used to, but not so much anymore.
Well, you're a busy guy.
If I have a comfort show, it's usually TNG or Voyager. So, and he's gone.
My comfort, but I didn't watch it while I've been sick.
Yeeted out of there
because we were watching it this weekend, so I was like, I can't burn out.
Well, I've been watching Atlantis, and we just got past the episode that was sort of similar to this, where they're on they have the prisoners on that separate island with
the Wraith. Oh my god, yeah.
The island.
That's a fun one. Oh, Grim, it's the feet. I forgot.
The smoking feet.
Nice and toasty.
Gross.
It was a lightsaber, clearly.
Oh, that's bleak.
Yeah.
Oh, free shoes.
God, this place is awful. I actually hate it.
For sure.
Yeah, don't go off on your own, Sam.
I was going to say, it's a lady in prison.
Exactly.
Let's chill out.
So I learned as well yesterday that the guy who plays Vishnu would later return to voice the main villain in Stargate Infinity.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's some great trivia.
That is rather shocking.
It's kind of cool.
We never hear anything about that series.
No, you don't.
Do we know how old Bonnie Bartlett was in this episode at the time?
70s.
What?
She's early 90s? Is she early 90s now, David? Like 92
she's 90.
or something?
I was going to say, because she's already pretty old now here. So, oh my God. Jesus.
She definitely has, like, the key to the fountain of youth or something.
She was 69.
She's still really switched on.
Yep.
69.
Absolutely. She's 69 here.
It still boggles my mind that they don't ask her any questions about why she's there.
That's the thing.
Is the whole core of the issue. I
think Daniel
don't they? But
lesson.
She kind of brushes it off.
And they don't push her further.
Yeah.
I think Daniel learns his lesson from this. Coming back around to the other side, he's not going to let that happen again.
Well, that's it. I mean, you can't assume based purely on looks that she's an innocent old lady, and she's not necessarily there for the same reasons they are, like being falsely accused of something.
Right.
You can't make that assumption. It's so dangerous.
Yeah, I think that's the core of the argument, is that people who are here, a certain number of them have to have been falsely accused, so we're just not going to worry about it. That's my favorite line from this episode.
Yes.
The thing is, when you're in prison, though, like there are so many like things that I've watched where characters go to prison and they kind of use like whoever they can in order to get out because you just kind of need it, you know. There's this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where the main character goes to jail and he ends up working alongside and befriending a cannibal because why not? And it's like, oh, that's pretty messed up.
Just don't eat me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Block Watcher just made an awesome point in the chat. So Vishnu is also the mailroom guy in Elf, which I didn't realize.
Oh no!
I don't know that at all.
Wow.
Also, what Daniel just said about Sydney Harbour is like 1,000% incorrect. So he says the original name for Sydney Harbour was Botany Bay, which is not correct at all. Botany Bay was and is still located southwest of the harbour.
Yeah, it's separate.
Sydney Harbour was originally called Port Jackson.
Yes. Good for you.
I was going to say,
updating us on the Aussie
facts.
trivia.
Yes, got to throw some Aussie trivia in there.
Dan Ben also said Prison Break. He says he's never watched Prison Break, but yeah, that's a show where they have to work with other people that are not pleasant to get out.
Actually, I quite enjoy Prison Break.
I enjoyed Prison Break. It was all right. It went on for too long in the end.
It does drag out for sure. Yeah.
Where do the bodies go when they die?
A pile in the other room, probably.
I don't know, but I imagine there's quite an odor.
Yeah.
I suspect so. And where's the light source? I mean, they were clearly underground. This is a root system.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Me too. So this is a very exciting episode because it's the first episode where Hammond goes off-world through the Stargate.
Yes.
And it's also the first time we see a view of the Stargate from behind as someone crosses the event horizon. And also it's the first time we hear that each Stargate team has a different mission and that SG-9 is a specialized diplomatic team.
I'm learning so many things I completely forgot.
Yeah, I know. And obviously we learn as well that O'Neill spent 4 months in an Iraqi prison.
Yeah.
Which is a precursor to A Matter of Time later.
Right. I was going to say, yeah.
Not what country he was in, but we do learn that he was in prison. So
yes,
we find out it was Iraq in A Matter of Time.
Lovely. This episode definitely freaks me out. I think when I first watched it, I was about 15 or something. And I definitely was made very uncomfortable.
Should be. Yeah, this is a scary situation.
Yeah.
It really is.
What was
I have no idea there was a waterfall behind.
There was a waterfall down there?
There was a waterfall. Yeah.
Have you seen Midnight Express?
No.
It is a hard film to watch, and it is a true story.
Oh, is it Colin Lawrence? That actor? That I think that's his name.
Brad Davis. It's a 1978 prison drama. A kid tries to smuggle drugs and is sent to a prison in Turkey for years. And it's very much like this. Just out of control. It's pretty bad.
No, I haven't seen it.
Let's not start spouting other planets. Let's chill out, please.
Way out there. Yeah, exactly. She'll just add it to her list of targets.
Yeah, let's calm down.
Oh.
Kind of looks like she's holding a bottle of limoncello. Have you guys had limoncello?
I know it. Haven't had it.
I can't recall. I do know that she's got a black light there.
Yeah.
So.
This episode of Stargate, for some reason to me, feels very different from a lot of the others. Like, season 2 has a lot of episodes where it just feels odd, different. The vibe in this one is, for me, really unique compared to other ones.
I love the eclectic nature of the of the season, you know, and where most of the episode takes place off world. That the thing about the show moving forward is that, for better or for worse, it was very much more Earth based.
Yeah,
I like these independent
Sure.
stories earlier on in the show.
me too. It's just
Well, this episode just has
feels
a whole
weird.
different. It has a whole different look, like
Yeah,
being
maybe that's
underground and
part of it.
everything.
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't look like Canada.
Right.
maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was invited to perform this role, if I'm not wrong.
What, she was offered it?
Bonnie Butler, yeah.
I would hope so. 2-time Emmy winner.
I know. And I think she said in your interview with her, the first one, that she found the technical stuff really hard.
Yeah.
And she really wanted to study, like have time to study the material. But she didn't identify with a character at all. Because Linnea was all about control, manipulation, and obviously she had a fascination with chemistry. And Bonnie couldn't connect with that. She said she's a self-confessed people person.
That's quite funny. Well, in a way, Linnea's a people person. She's a manipulator of people, so she's got to be a people person.
Yeah.
So, doesn't want to keep them alive, though, and, you know, maintain them as people.
Yeah, this is Colin Lawrence from Virgin River.
Okay.
He's cropped up a couple of times.
There you go. Diplomacy team.
She looks surprisingly clean for someone who lives underground.
I think she made some shampoo back there.
Yeah, exactly. One of those does that. So, cold fusion plants.
I love that he looks underneath. He's like,
I know, like it's a magic trick. He's looking for the trapdoor or something.
The little foot pedal that's controlling the light glowing.
This is a great
idea. I love whenever they have to bring up the terminology and they have to try and translate it somehow.
Yeah. We're talking about the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but the Bonnie Butler has a really interesting and unique voice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe it. There's something in her voice that's different from anything else I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And it is extraordinary. I don't know what it is. Sounds really cool, though.
It's a nice plot twist that she has this technology, but she herself would have no use for it.
I feel like she's always scheming. She's always had it just in case, waiting for the right people
maybe she's
to turn
just
up
waiting.
and help.
Yeah, exactly. Just waiting for the right prisoners.
That's true.
For escape. She's looking for a certain skill set.
A true evil genius would never stop.
So they don't even ask her what she's doing there.
Like she would be honest with them anyway.
Yeah, well, that's true, but...
I think he's had enough.
I like the way they're paired up because it's like, you know, sadly, Daniel and Sam are probably seen as the weakest people in here.
I'd say so. They're have to pair them up with the two
toughest ones.
Yeah.
I never recall.
I mean, like Sam by herself, I mean, she is obviously
she can look after herself for sure.
But,
but she's a woman.
Exactly. She's just a little bit more slight. And
Daniel came in with the glasses, and that wasn't good.
Well, he's taken them off now.
Yeah.
I would argue any of them by themselves with this group of guys would not be able to take care of themselves for long.
Oh,
if,
well,
if
just-
all of
No.
them decided to
sheer
go after them.
numbers. Yeah,
Yeah.
sheer numbers.
But
are
if I was in
against them.
prison and I wanted to pick a fight, Teal'c would be like the last person,
Right, exactly.
followed by Jack. And then I'd maybe, you know, probably then Sam and then Daniel. He'd be like my first target.
Although, like, maybe like season 8 or 9, Daniel. would
Oh,
have more
never
of a
mind.
chance.
Season 8 or 9. Oh, easy. He could take me down like nothing. I'm the weak person then. Not that Daniel is weak, but in a prison situation, that would be so.
Mm.
The Stargate can convert multiple kinds of energy.
I do enjoy episodes of Stargate where they have to try and find another way to make it go.
Yeah.
It must
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Make
It's
it
round.
go.
It should spin.
That's right. Make it spin.
Make it spin.
One of my favorites is the season 10 episode where Vala uses a gold bomb in order to activate the gate in that museum episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, she adapts its power.
And
So
she's like, there's
there
a
was-
70% chance it'll blow up, 50% chance it won't. And they're like, that's 120%.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'll cross over. Don't worry about it.
That's okay.
Feeding time.
You okay, Yvie? Did you have something you want to throw in there?
No, that's fine. It looks so gross. It just looks like
Sustenance.
cement. It's just cement.
I'm pretty sure you can eat cement, but I don't know how long you'd last.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, you'd be really bound up.
I love that no one is allowed to eat.
Until Linnea eats. Yeah.
It's great.
Well, they know who she is, I assume.
Destroyer of
That's why they're
worlds.
afraid. That's why they're afraid of her.
And she can kill them in a moment's notice.
That is one
That's
weird
it.
thing I do like about this and like prison is that there's a respect level in prison.
Yep. There's a hierarchy.
Weird.
Hierarchy,
Wherever you
yeah.
go, there is a hierarchy.
It's really fascinating to see.
Oh, yuck. So many hands have been in there.
Yeah, literally,
Yep.
this is disgusting.
But, you know, you have to keep your strength up.
Absolutely.
Do we know what that actually was?
That they actually used?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
No.
Look at his face.
because I know they're about to he's eating it now. Like,
It almost kind
so
of
gross.
looks like Sago.
I don't know what that is.
Sago, I don't even know what Sago is actually. I know what it looks like. It's like these little white round balls, and when you submerge it in water, they become clear. And they make the liquid that it's in quite gluggy.
Gross.
Yeah.
Dan Ben said most sci-fi shows use oatmeal for their alien prison food. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really cheap. So yeah, that
Mhm.
sounds like a good cost-effective prop.
No appeals process on Talder.
This is not good.
Nope,
I
it's
mean,
not.
they even had an appeals process really with Tilk.
Yeah, they even
Oh.
got that.
Yeah.
I mean, Korai?
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Cora,
yeah.
yeah.
Lockwatch just said, no, Lockwatch, Hogwild said, the prisoners are too clean for living in those caves unless they have a bath.
That's what I
think
said,
Maybe
yeah,
Linnea's been
no.
cleaning them. Like
They
maybe
must
she's
have
been
some-
offering them something.
We
for
you would have
trade.
thought they'd have to have running water, but
Yeah.
maybe it's just delivered to them through the gate, and they'd have to sort of split that between drinking and bathing. Yeah, maybe Linnea has like a cave ensuite.
I'd like that. I'd like that for her. She deserves it. She's done so much hard work being evil.
She deserves it.
I'm not gonna lie, right? Knowing that she's evil makes me like her even more.
This is the first time Hammond's going to be going through the gate.
Very exciting.
I know, it's very exciting for everybody.
The stuff I do for these people.
Yeah.
He's been working here long enough. Like he really deserves, to
For
go
sure.
off world some point.
There's that fountain. Add some flavor. I'm guessing.
As you should.
I treat it.
Oh,
Treat
treated.
it
Okay.
is what she said.
But she's so pleasant.
Oh no,
Of course.
she is gonna
Oh,
say
here we
something
go.
about her crime. She's just gonna she's gonna leave out a couple of key factors.
Yep.
Hmm.
This is big
Oh, but by the way,
suspicious.
I started this plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She just leaves out that little bit of key information. It's very good PR. She's her own spin doctor.
Mm-hmm. Let's get the hell out of here.
Dear oh
She
dear.
gets it. A
Mm.
chemist and a politician.
Taldor is so rude. Oh my god. Like, as in, then that's not rude, actually. That's fine. However, like, Jesus, they need to calm down.
I would not be friends with them because I am almost like
And they're
habitually late to
xenophobic.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evie, you are a bit of a late person, aren't you?
I am.
The Taldor people would hate you. You'd be in prison so fast.
I would never be friends.
Yeah.
See, from behind.
Yeah.
This is true. Here we go.
Well, it's Hammond's first time. He deserves some flair.
We see a shot like that in Children of the Gods with O'Neill going up the ramp with the hankies.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay. My sources are wrong.
And we saw them go through the Stargate like that in Demons. Oh, but Demons hasn't happened yet. I just rewatched that the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Things I do. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, wait, maybe your sources aren't wrong because you don't actually see anybody walk through
No one went
in
through.
Children of the Gods.
No.
So there you go, Evie.
Yeah.
It was the first time we were seeing someone actually walk through.
Urpal Homo, they need to have a light somewhere, but there must be one. How could we see something? So Daniel said earlier that this is like an ancient Stargate terminal of some kind. So it just happened to be underground and the roots took over.
Yes.
So you can see the structures.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So
Right
yeah.
there.
they're probably lit some similar way.
Oh, Daniel.
Get
don't
out
do
of
it.
there.
Oh my God. It's making me anxious.
Same.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been coerced.
That's funny.
I've never heard it used in that way before, and I like it. That was actually that was good.
There was apparently a little bit of a goof there, or not really a goof. It's more of an observation, I guess. That you can see the same glyph appear twice, but the image is reversed the second time it's shown.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Nah, who cares?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Big bear hug.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. And he's separated from them. Why? Was he like
That's what
on
I was
patrol? I mean, come on.
Ooh.
There we
Yeah, Bonnie said she
go.
really loved that hand device.
Where did she get it from?
I don't know. She must have smuggled it through on
Yeah,
her
it's the only thing I
person.
can think of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably missed something.
Or she took it off as someone else who had one.
Doesn't look like they do like body searches or anything, although they did remove SG-1's weapons.
Exactly.
Mm.
She got it in there somehow.
Hmm.
You are most punctual.
I love the way he's trying to cover him immediately. He's
Right,
like,
let's
shh.
clarify. If you say the
He's like,
wrong way,
behave.
they may take you too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, Hammond, my dude.
Well, I guess it's
Trying to get him
a
out.
good strategic maneuver. Like it's the life for one, like in replace of four, but still, it's
Sadly,
very
in
bold.
terms of saving the planet, SG-1's a little bit more valuable than Hammond is. So I respect this.
Oh boy, here we go.
And we're going to come at you with our shuttles. Formidable craft.
Yes.
Right. Oh boy. Yep. She has a little bottle for everything.
Yeah.
She really does.
I want a little bottle for everything.
They're called pills. You get them at a pharmacy.
Ha. But will they cure my blindness like this guy's about to experience? No.
Oh, you're gonna get your sight back, but you're not gonna like who you see.
I was going to say. I've got such a problem where, like, the moment I realize someone's evil, I want to just help them. Like, as in when I'm watching films and TV and stuff. If I was
You
in a
want to help the
situation,
evil person.
yes, if I was in a situation with Linnea, I'd be like, yes, my queen, let's go. You know, I'll do anything for you.
Here we go.
What a sight to see.
I feel kind of bad for her the way he's reacting.
Adam's wanted poster. He's seen the wanted poster.
Yeah. Have you seen this evil destroyer of worlds?
He's like, wait, she has debts.
Urias Tosh said this guy looks familiar. Any other roles? Yeah, I've seen him before in
Looks
other
like
places,
Jacob
and
Carter.
I can't put my finger on it. In a weird way.
I thought he looks like Carmen.
Don't particularly remember getting the upper hand.
I love that. Okay, Daniel.
That's great.
I love how he's had a moment of clarity just before death.
Absolutely.
And that's his moment of clarity.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I was suffocating.
Why are they so cute?
Now we have a destination. Or just go to Abydos. I mean, get out of there.
Isn't Abydos buried?
Yeah, they buried the
technically
gate
at this
for them
stage?
for a year.
At this point, you're right. Good for you.
Look at that. Look at that, Yvie. Look at us. We'd be winning that
Coming in
trivia
there
right
with
now.
that gate logic.
Yeah. If it was us three in a competition, we'd be absolutely destroying David with that one answer.
Yes. I'm only good at the first season, trivia wise.
We should do a season 1 based trivia thing just for Yvie.
That's funny.
Oh, that would boost my ego. So Linnea looks to be the only woman in this prison, from what we can see, other than Sam, obviously.
I dread to think what would have happened to the other women that came here if there were any. Oh,
Cooshed
my brain went
themselves.
some vile places. Probably after all the bad things that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, sadly, stereotypically, in life, there tends to be less female convicts than men, just on average. But it doesn't make sense for there to be none other than Linnea. So yeah, I'm guessing that some might have offed themselves, or maybe they were brutally murdered.
Maybe Linnea dealt with them.
Oh God, what, to be the only woman, reign supreme?
Yeah,
that's interesting. I like that.
A hierarchy thing.
Well, don't say that about my queen. You know, I don't like the idea of her binning me off just because I'm the other female. Me and Bonnie Butler are gonna have some damn words.
The slop can't be too disgusting.
I love that they're about to leave, and Daniel feels the need to just let them go first with their food, even though, like, you know,
like I said, you've got to keep your strength up.
Yep.
And they don't know whether they're going to be successful on the first attempt, I guess.
It's just pretty funny.
Classic Daniel.
It was just so, like, rude. It was great. It was so petty.
Christmas
I like that this
lights.
works in the same way the wires work
Yes.
on a gate, like in Torment of Tantalus.
Yes, it's the same idea, just a different form of technology.
Exactly. There's also another little goof when they activate the Stargate, the vines miraculously seem to survive the Kawush.
They do. Yeah.
They do, yeah.
Like they should have torn off.
They should have.
Yeah.
But that would have been a complicated effect, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. That's all right.
I mean, not complicated, but it would have been like, let's just ignore the fact that these
just
vines
added time and effort.
Right. And they skip over the remote dialing because these the location Stargate, the intertrack,
they don't move.
Spin.
Yeah.
God, she's been here a long time. Must be such a good feeling. And look at that. In a way, she's kind of like, I don't want to leave home.
Right.
I love that second that she takes.
Yeah.
She's so used to being here. I feel so bad for all of these guys that aren't going to make it. That was their one chance. Poor guys.
That was it.
Yeah, distracted.
And how they walk away just like...
Oh, missed it again.
I really pity them.
Also,
their slot bucket. Yeah, their slot bucket
with
was
the
destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it did?
Half of it was completely obliterated.
So that disappeared with the Kawush, just not the vines.
So they're going to really struggle to eat.
Well, I assume it gets delivered at a regular interval.
Yeah, but as in, like, they won't be able to capture it in like a proper bucket thing like they were.
That's true.
See, he would have known because they would have had SG3's codes put into the computer.
That's true.
He would have known where they just came from.
He should have figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you just come from? The planet where SG3's transmitters are.
As a destroyer of worlds, Linnea's impact going forward, we only see her impact one other planet, and it's not even that bad. So, if anything, right, Linnea gave everybody a gift on that world because everyone got made young and hot again. Like, thanks, Linnea.
Yeah, but all their kids were killed in the initial, plague.
Who needs them? Who needs them? Kids suck anyway.
Urias Tosh Hammond and Linnea could have been a thing, I suppose.
Oh.
That is a
Okay.
Interesting coupling. I think Linnea should be with me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know about
That was
Linnea,
weird,
but
but
if Bonnie
goodness,
Bartlett
sorry.
is accepting any applications for grandkids, I'm like putting my name down.
Oh yeah, I was going to say
I
the
love
age
her.
difference is very extreme, isn't it? My goodness.
I think her two boys are in their like 60s at this point. So
Oh,
Yeah, they
she
probably
probably
would
has
be.
great grandkids.
And my grandmother was like 96 when she died a few years ago, 94.
Mm.
that's quite good.
Oh yes, she had a very good innings, and she was still very sharp up until the end.
Oh my God, sorry, I got so much. Oh, my throat.
Former
Just give me a
blind
second.
man.
Mm-hmm.
My throat's making all sorts of noises. Please ignore it, everyone.
You're fine.
So apparently the title Destroyer of Worlds may be a Doctor Who reference. The Daleks use this turn of phrase to describe the Doctor and the creator of the Daleks.
The Doctor created the
Interesting.
Daleks?
No, like as two separate characters. So the creators of the
Interesting.
Daleks and the Doctor were both referred to as the Destroyer of Worlds by the Daleks.
I see. Uh-oh.
So I got to mute for a minute. I've got a thing
You're
coming up.
fine.
Hold on.
So we're assuming she has what, like a photographic memory?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she memorizes all this.
So I had like 20 burps come up at once. No idea what that was about. Sorry, guys.
Ew.
Yeah.
You're fine. Fun times.
Yep.
And the truth is a bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Wow.
I remember when I first watched this and he revealed that, and I was like, no, not my sweet innocent Linnea. I don't want to
But
be
she
lied
looks
to.
a lot more harsh with her hair pulled back like that. And
She does in
Mm.
the military
Yeah.
green.
There are
Dan
people
Ben
like
said his
this.
man died at 104. My
I know.
goodness.
Wow. She hung in there.
Jeez, yeah, she really did.
Linnea is
So
so
my
wonderful.
question is, why didn't somebody memorize or write down this gate address for the world that Linnea escapes to?
Well, can't she just jump and jump? Isn't that what the answer's
think
going
that
to
Well,
be?
I
that's what
mean,
they
that's
are
what I was
assuming.
going to say.
Yeah.
Like, that could be a reason why they didn't bother, because
Yeah,
she
by the
could have
time they
just
get
gate
there,
hopped.
it'll be too late.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Abydos address?
Probably
It
reusing
could
the
have
shot.
been reused footage. Yeah.
Isn't it not even like programmed to self-destruct? She's just messing with them.
Yeah.
She is just messing
Yeah,
with them.
she hacked the system.
She's just making them focus on that, so they don't chase
so that
her
she
too
can get
quickly.
out. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's why they don't pursue her. At least right away.
So do you think she was lying about understanding the technology, or she just literally just was a fast learner and had a photographic memory?
I think maybe it's a combination.
Well, they opened the door to her by giving her access to the computer, and I think she figured it out from there. So there are people who are like that, with the right resources and technology. Who knows what she's got in that hand device? So,
like, if she's the destroyer of worlds, I mean, worlds is plural, so you would have thought she'd be relatively familiar with gate travel, because I'm assuming she's traveling to each of the worlds she destroys via the gate.
This is so eerie.
I love
the fact that Jax goes up
that line.
Permission to go after her, and then as soon as that happens, it shuts down and resets.
Have now been paid.
I'm getting chills.
Yeah, this is a chill episode. Like,
I actually like how dark
creepy.
that room is. It's just really adds to it. Yep, shrouded in darkness.
It's such a creepy, weird ending in like a good way. As in,
Yep.
I don't think Linnea's like that scary or that threatening. Like she's pretty bad.
I don't know.
But,
I think
you know.
I think you said, David, in your interview with Bonnie that between her and the writers, they really did create a truly terrifying character.
I think so.
Yeah, I actually think she's quite a well-crafted villain.
Oh no, I agree. I just think my personal attraction to villains makes me not afraid of her. So
well, I think she kind of gives an interesting perspective. Like the team think that they're so far removed from evil, but really all that lies between them and a Linnea type person is just like a small twist of fate.
Yeah.
And a
So
few
it's
wrong
sort of
choices and being cool with those wrong choices.
What's that season 9 episode, 10 episode? The Road Less Traveled.
The Road Not Taken.
10.
Exactly.
10. Yeah, that's it. Road Not Taken.
Exactly
That's it. Thank
right.
you.
So it's a cautionary tale.
Prisoners, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. All right, we're back.
We've got to rate the episode.
We does. What shall you rate it?
Ooh, okay. I think I'm gonna go with a 4.
I'm remembering that Past and Present's coming, and I prefer that one simply because it's such a good twist.
I love that
To a degree.
twist.
I'm sad that we don't get to see her again.
I
though.
know.
That's what breaks my heart.
I would love to have seen her return for sure, but I think it's kind of cool seeing her come back as like a younger version of herself, because it's almost in a way like getting a little bit of backstory. It's kind of like it's like an origin story, but not.
Yeah.
Right. It's a reset.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
You give it a 4, Evie.
I think a 4. I actually really like this episode.
I think I'm going to give it a 4 as well. I think
Okay.
Bonnie enhances the episode and it brings it up from being what could be a lot lower, because the episode itself isn't as engaging as others, but she's a really cool element, and that ending really like brings it back.
I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
That
Wow,
guys
we
were
agree.
agreeing.
It's yeah, we can agree.
It's a great episode. Well, what I was going to ask you guys, just for a little bit of fun, is as your like legacy, just for fun, what would you be the destroyer of?
Oh, I was going to make such an inappropriate joke, and I'm really glad I didn't.
Because
Chipotle
I was
burritos.
Oh my god!
Yes, I was like, I would be the destroyer of bubble tea.
Oh my! I was going to say such a
Evie,
naughty
the destroyer
thing.
of bubble tea.
I
No, keep it
respect
clean.
that.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, I'm keeping it clean. Oh my
I
goodness!
invite everyone in the audience to do the same. What would you be the destroyer of? This is cute.
Yes.
This is a good idea.
Oh god. What would I be the destroyer of?
All I could think of was just something edible, like without being,
Oh, mine's edible.
dirty. No.
Okay, right. The destroyer of Kinder Chocolate. There we go. Or
Yes.
pasta. Anything pasta.
Nicole, the
Yeah.
destroyer of pasta. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
David?
I said it. Destroyer of Chipotle burritos.
Yes, he does love a good burrito.
Okay. No, I was gonna say that you know what as well though. That's like pretty good. There's a lot of good things in that.
I don't think. Have you had
Yes.
Chipotle burritos?
I've had burritos and I've had like Chipotle. I haven't had Chipotle burritos.
You have. Oh, so do you have Chipotles over there?
Nah, had some
Oh.
while
We
I
have
was away.
we just have a. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Got
I've had a burrito, but I've never had Chipotle. But it from your description does sound delicious.
Let's get to the to everyone else's scores first, and then we'll
We've
jump
got
on.
lots of 4s.
Anthony Rowling is a 5. Jed Ted is a 7. Lockwatcher is 4. Urias Tosh 4. Dan Ben 4. Mama Knox 4.
Okay.
Mac Boland's Conscious rounding up to a 5.
Wow. Seems to be pretty even. It's a lot of
It's
fours
pretty
out
good.
there.
Oh, we've got Anthony said the destroyer of Brussels sprouts. Hey, Brussels sprouts with a bit of bacon and gravy. Yeah.
I like young Brussels sprouts with bacon, like the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Very
No,
good.
like for sure.
Destroyer of 3D printed things. Stuff. 3D printed stuff.
I guess.
So It's good.
Sorry, I'm muting every time I cough.
Raj, 4 out of
Wow.
7 chevrons. So, yeah.
Guys, look at that. We all kind of agree.
Cool.
That's pretty
I
good.
like when we all come together.
It's rather
great.
It's rather you know what? It
funny.
is really funny how often we don't agree. There are some episodes where we
Yes.
obviously
Oh,
we're gonna
I'm sure there's many episodes to come where we're
Yeah.
not going to
I
agree.
dread a day when everyone agrees with me.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, really?
Look,
Oh yeah, how
I
boring would
like
that
people
be?
agreeing with me, but it is boring, so I
Yeah.
do agree. But I like the fact that we agreed mostly on like our ratings for Torment of Tantalus and Never for the Grace of God, but the other ones have all been a bit like we don't know, so that's rather fun.
You guys ready to go on Gamekeeper?
Yeah, Purple Homo said
almost
it's a
there.
2.
There you go. Raj,
A
4 out of
2?
7.
Urias
Tosh,
Tosh said,
Destroy of
"Destroy of
Cabbage.
Oh, gosh.
I don't like
well,
for
as
some reason, I don't like the sound
as
of that.
someone of Polish and Ukrainian descent,
There you
I
go.
agree with the cabbage thing.
Yeah. I love me some
Love
sauerkraut.
cabbage. Oh, sauerkraut is amazing.
It's so
German
good.
there. So, all right. You guys set on
All set and ready to go.
The Gamekeeper.
Let's go.
So Dwight Schultz is I
I
love
have some notes
this.
about Dwight Schultz.
Okay.
Yes,
I
he is
want him
incredible
so
in this
badly
role.
for Dial the Gate. So
That would be incredible.
all right, guys, in 5,
Let's shoot.
4, 3. Welcome to the Wormhole Extremists. I'm David. I'm with Nicole
Hello.
and Yvie.
Hello.
And this is the Gamekeeper.
It is the Gamekeeper, and that is the beautiful dome at is it Bladel?
The Blodell
Floral
Conservatory at the top of
Conservatory.
Vancouver. Highest
in
point in the
the
city.
beautiful Queen Elizabeth Park.
We did go there.
We
This
did.
is
Go
the-
there. I was going to say
Yep.
that Daniel calls it advanced, but it was actually built in 1967. And also, obviously we were fortunate enough to visit when we were in Vancouver.
For sure.
And for those who know Linda, you need to ask her about
There we go.
the
I was going to say
story
yes. I was
about
with her
being
when it
mistaken
happened.
for a
So
park
funny.
ranger while wearing Stargate BDUs.
Some
It's a great story.
older mother and her family was screaming at her, being like, "You haven't listened to us. We've been calling you for ages." And she's like, "I don't work here, lady." But like, she didn't say it like that. She was very polite about it.
Oh, Linda's very polite. Yeah.
It was so confused. Like, I would have been like, "Lady, calm down," if it was me. She was so rude and like didn't believe Linda didn't work there for the longest time.
It was very funny.
So this is the inside of the dome.
Yes.
You can
Yeah,
go
right
in
there, actually. The door right there is where Linda got yelled at.
Oh, see, I didn't go into the dome.
They followed us into the dome because Linda and I wanted to get a snack.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. It's really cool in there.
The woman chased her in right in that doorway, so that was funny.
And they happen to have some extra chairs,
Yes.
which suggests that people, expire after a while.
Yeah, you happen to have 4. It's
Yeah.
perfectly aligned with each other.
Right,
for SG-1 to
exactly.
climb into.
I love the symbol for the planet. It's so cool.
It is really cool. I didn't actually realize that. Honestly, I didn't put it together until I was researching this episode that is the symbol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put it
For
together.
the planet.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, it's one of the few times
was-
where we have a point of origin unique on the dial home device.
Yes.
I always thought, just solve it, but putting the point of origin inside the red crystal. So 6 buttons on the outside and then the middle. Whoop! Uh-oh!
That's
That's
what
a
I always
cool
wondered,
effect.
actually, yeah. Why
It is
didn't they
very
do that?
cool.
Nighty-night.
Dan Ben said this machine also takes out your poop. Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, to be
would
fair,
suspect.
If you are sleeping for that
waste.
long, then yeah, you're gonna need it.
So I was going to say about Dwight Schultz. I was actually reading about him yesterday, and he has a casting credit in common with Christopher Judge. They have both voiced characters on God of War, but 10 years apart.
Oh, okay.
Dwight did God of War Chains of Olympus in 2008. And obviously he also played Reginald Barclay
Wait, are you
in
saying he
Star
was
Trek: The
Kratos?
Next Generation. No, different characters.
Thank God.
He also played Reginald Barclay in Star Trek: The Next Generation and Voyager.
That's
and
how I know him.
Evidently had an addiction to a holodeck program.
Have you not seen Hollow Pursuits?
No.
Oh, it's a great hour of television. It's so good.
Ted shared something important, saying that Dwight Schultz was Navigator Presley in Mass Effect.
Yes, he's in Mass Effect as well.
Navigator Presley is like just, you know, he's just a captain on board who kind of helps you out, and he's a bit, is he a bit xenophobic? He's not big on aliens initially, and then he changes his mind and stops being a space racist after a while. and you learn to love him after a while. But he wow, that's cool.
This house that's, you know, allegedly in East Germany is actually Foxglove Farms, located in Langley, BC. And it's actually later used as the Kane residence in season 8's Icon.
Look at you.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
I was also going to say as well that this episode features Rob Murray Duncan in his first Stargate role as Daniel's father, Melbourne.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and I was going to say, fun fact, Rob didn't have any knowledge of Stargate when he auditioned for the role, but he actually knew of Michael Shanks from his college production of Shakespeare at the University of BC, which is, I think, what he said in his interview with you, David.
That makes sense.
And side note, we did meet him at GateCon, and he's such a nice person.
Yes.
He's such a genteel person. I just
literally right.
I had so much fun.
He was so good. He was so full of good, kind, positive energy. Yes. It was like, you know, I couldn't
he has such a calming vibe,
rude or anything.
Yes.
Like I couldn't be my usual douche self at all. I had to pack some of it in because he was just so pleasant. I didn't want to kill him with my negative energy. Yeah, I was like, I can't throw any negativity around you, man. You exude such kindness.
This is the first return of Jay since.
Yes, Jay.
Yes, it is. Oh, I was
no longer
to see him the first time.
Yeah. Not Jack, obviously Kowalski.
And this is also the first episode where the after effects of Joel and R's temporary blending with Carter are revealed. And we also learn that Tilks Jr. protects his mind from this kind of, shall we call it, unauthorized access.
Yeah, I do love the fact that it's no longer Tilk who no longer gets affected by stuff. Like, it's often Sam is with him as well because she had Joel and R. So
yeah,
you know, like in Foothold, neither of them get affected by the go to sleep and, you know, replacement clone situation.
Yes, exactly.
And I really like that. It creates a really cool team up between Sam and Teal'c.
I love this. Yeah, okay, this is real enough.
Oh my god, his hair is about to be revealed. Oh no. It's so bad. I can't.
That's a wig.
It's definitely a wig. It's like a weird sort of auburn color.
Yeah.
I liked his wig in 1969 because at least he had that bandana to kind of like make it work.
Yeah.
Yes, true. And it looked more like his hair might look.
This
just is 100% just a spare wig that they had lying around.
For sure.
Yeah.
Teal'c does not like that. He does not like his hair.
Jonathan Glassner was saying that they were rushing on this episode. They usually had 6 episodes ahead, and this was the 6th that they were trying to work.
Okay.
It aired as the 4th, but it was the 6th in terms of story. Okay. And they came up with the idea on a flight, him and Brad.
Wow, that's an awesome bit of insight. Well, if they rushed it, but from what I could tell, there isn't actually a lot of goofs in this episode. Not ones that fans have found phase. Anyway.
Yeah.
So they pulled it off.
Yep. Let's see what happens when we play the game.
Yeah. I was going to say as well that this is obviously the first introduction to those VR pods.
Correct.
But we also see them
Oh,
at Area
Avatar.
51 in season 3's point of view. And again,
Yep.
obviously in season 8's Avatar. We learned that the modified version is used as a military training simulator.
Yep.
Which is a pretty good idea.
It is a very good idea.
I played Def Jam Vendetta.
I remember that was a trivia question you had for me, David, and I like just somehow remembered it, but like I don't think anybody else did.
Yeah, Christopher had voiced and character in Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
At that point.
I only know that game exists because of Christopher Judge, so thanks.
There you go.
To Teal'c for that. Stargate taught me so many random things growing up that have stuck with me. It's bizarre.
So, also a tiny goof. Apparently, the assault rifle grenade launcher things that they use weren't around in 1982. They came out in 1994. But I mean, you could kind of just brush it aside as being just because it's a simulation, not the actual.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching The Last of Us with my boyfriend, with Petter, and I was like, oh yeah, oh no, there are so many cards. I hope none of them are from after 2003. If not, he's going to comment. And he was like, hey, that model don't come out till this year. And I'm just like, shh, stop ruining The Last of Us.
Oh, it happened in 2003?
Yeah, because that's when it's supposed to happen.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the show, it happens in 2003, or in the game?
In the show, it happens in 2003.
Interesting. Okay.
In the show, I believe it was 2013.
So it's been 20 years. Okay, that's the idea. Yeah.
So obviously, any cars that were released after 2003, if you're seeing them,
I had the same issue with The Matrix. Supposed to be in 1999, and yet for the sequels, these advanced, brand new, perfect cars.
Nah. Side note: I have never seen The Matrix.
Okay, we're gonna have to exchange.
Add that to the list.
I know, what's wrong with me?
That's going straight onto the list. Nothing's ever gone onto the list faster than that.
All right, so we've got them from the attackers. They're attacking from the hedges this time. And don't they just start like moving?
The simulation alternates. Yeah. Every time it moves, like how in Avatar, no matter what Teal'c does, the finish line is always being pushed further and further away.
I think there's also a bit of a goof here somewhere.
This is the same shot again and again because the lines of blood down his face are always the same.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, no, the goof is about 5 minutes away from now. But it's this sort of scene where it happens.
Okay.
So it's at about 15 minutes and 3 seconds. A soldier in Jack's simulation, obviously. It's to the left of the screen. When Jack is pulling Michaels to cover, he vanishes between frames.
Okay. I love that shot where Kowalski was still running behind them, but then the simulation resets and he's in front of them.
Finally, the rest of SG-1, a horrible outfit.
What is that?
I mean, it's like, 1969. So
I guess
1968.
Wasn't Daniel like way too young for it to be 1968?
He was about 3 or 4 years old when his parents died.
Okay.
So the photo from the film is retconned.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
This is a really silly way to die. Like, what a crazy accident.
Well, you can see the stone pillars like sort of flex and bend.
Right.
As they collapse. It doesn't seem very smart, does it?
No. Like, I can't believe this is how his parents went out. Like, he's out here risking life and limb every damn day, getting shot at. Only dies a few times, comes back. While his parents are here in a museum.
Yeah.
And they get squished.
Also, how has Rob Murray Duncan just not aged at all?
Not
You're
one
right.
bit.
It's mental.
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
kind of
that's
like
rough.
that he gets to share this moment with someone from SG-1
Uh-huh.
because they all have their own bits of trauma and they don't really like get to see it. They just hear about each other's trauma.
I kind of like that they had to they paired them off.
Right.
It's
It's like
nice.
the like rationale behind it is kind of like logical, like Stargate logical.
Yeah.
But I think if they had 4 separate individual stories, it would have spread the narrative too thin.
Yeah,
I
it wouldn't have
think,
been good.
yeah, I think it's good that they just focus on the 2.
Lock Watcher.
I'm
This
just
starts to look like
yeah.
window of opportunity. Fair,
Yeah.
fair point.
A little bit.
I'm just glad that they're all kind of like they're not alone during these things because these are quite, traumatic and
So
incidents.
traumatic.
And the Gamekeeper's just messing with them. And it's nice that they have their little, their support buddies there. Like Teal'c's there to help with the pew
Emotional
pew.
support friends.
Right.
And
Mhm.
Sam is a pew pew person, but today she's the
Is a pew pew person?
bestie. Yes, and she could help with the shooty, but she's not going to help with the shooty today.
Yeah, but I
She's
mean, what's
gonna
the
give
point if they
Daniel a
move
hand on
the
the shoulder.
goalpost? I mean, that's
Yeah.
you can't. They'll
Yeah.
just adjust the scenario to anticipate.
Oh,
There's
God,
the
creepy.
residents. It's like you've only now shown up, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, guys, we got here a while ago. We're
I
your
love
new
their
TV.
outfits.
Yeah, the veil is really creepy.
These people really creep me out. I really don't like them.
So 15 minutes and 3, apparently, the soldier in the left-hand side of the screen as Jack is pulling away Michael's
Jed Ted
vanishes.
says Daniel's like Batman. Yep. A very silly Batman. Here we go again.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Yep,
Yeah.
they disappeared.
Wow.
Same shot. That works.
So they would have just recorded that in one hit and
Yeah.
then just split it up. Yeah, that's clever.
Jillian Barber was in 3 later episodes as Ambassador Draylock of Kelowna / Langara. That is correct.
Mhm,
And here we go again.
This will drive me insane. Why can't the Gamekeeper let me relive me sitting on my sofa playing Elden Ring, eating chocolate, Like, seriously.
That
I would not
really
want
wouldn't
this.
be very exciting for the residents.
That's the thing.
Elden
The
Ring is
residents
very
want
exciting.
entertainment. Well, you
Get
tell
some
them.
popcorn,
You tell them,
rock
Nicole.
up,
Get
and we can
yourself
have a
plugged
good
into one of
time.
those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can offer them some lollipops and call it a party.
Literally.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's so good.
He's just delicious. I love that hat.
Oh, it looks awful
It's
to wear.
very unique. It kind of looks like something you'd see in a fashion show. It's like completely out there.
Yeah.
The thing that he suggests here is that through enough iterations, once they've exhausted the parameters of the mission, he will allow Jack to win. But
Well,
they've
that's
got
a
to
lot of
explore
parameters.
all of the options.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing right there. He can't change it. Yeah, so we're screwing with you.
Still doesn't change. Yeah, it still doesn't change the past.
Right. No, it's just they're just using them for entertainment.
The variation I would try is leave. Go to my sofa.
Right.
And
I
eat some
think
chocolate.
Jack just eventually just stops.
He just doesn't participate
Yeah.
after a while.
Rightly so.
Does he try one more time? No, they're done.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's done
think
now.
he sits it out.
I think he already
It's
basically
Daniel who
tried
tries
before.
again.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you're supposed to deal with a bully. You're supposed to just not react.
Ignore them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They go away.
These guys are gonna get bored now. Look how bored they're gonna get just watching them do nothing.
Yep.
Jed Ted asked, "What is the Gamekeeper's accent here?" Great question. I was wondering that.
I don't recognize it.
No idea what he's doing with his voice, but it's very interesting.
I
You are
think it's
ruining the
just a character.
I'm sad that I'm so ill. I can't do it because I love
You're
that
too
the way he rolls his R
congested.
as well. You are ruining, it's
Oh,
great.
Lockwatcher made an interesting comment. I am Barkley. This is my holodeck. It hasn't occurred to me that Dwight's on another holodeck.
Yes.
Just a holodeck of the mind. Dwight was known. Barkley was known for his being on the holodeck. So
Yeah, well, that's what I mentioned at the start as
Yep,
well.
exactly.
He's had a bit of an addiction.
Let's try the direct approach. I love how she just leaves them. It's like, now that I've said that this area is not open, I'll let you do whatever you want.
Just not going to push the point.
Museum docent. Uh-oh.
He looks so much like both his parents. It's honestly, they chose some good actors.
Yeah, they did.
They did, agreed.
And they gave them similar glasses in terms of nerdiness and roundness.
Nerdiness and
helps.
roundness.
Yep.
Well, it helps with I don't know, they can pull it off.
Yeah.
With their
they look fabulous.
Familiar facial structure.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, this would suck watching again and again.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Didn't that rock just bounce?
Yes, it
Yeah,
did. Yeah. I hope they altered their occupational health and safety protocols after this.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, by the way, there are residents.
There's some creepy veiled people standing around. See, I think if Sam wasn't there to keep him grounded, he would have just spiraled.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. She's just trying to make him see
She's a good
logic.
choice as a partner for the support. She's got a bit more sensitivity, I think, than Jack or Teal'c might have in this situation.
Well, she's approaching it from a scientific perspective.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is why Daniel tries again. It's like, well, let's remove them from the situation and see what happens. But the Gamekeeper's probably like, nah, this is the juiciest one you got. You're going to have to play this one a few times.
Oh God, that creepy change.
That's cool.
That is so cool.
It's cool, but it terrifies me every time.
It's just his entire aura is it's perfect. He's basically holding all these people prisoner, but
he is.
He's
so
jovial. Yeah.
The keeper of what? The New York Museum of Art. Where else do you think we are? When I first watched this, I didn't recognize Dwight. But I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Dwight Schultz. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Oh. How many episodes of Star Trek has he been in?
A lot. 10.
Was he a regular
15.
reoccurring character?
Yeah, in Next Gen and Voyager, yeah.
Honestly, I haven't really seen him in anything else, but I know Navigator Presley so well. I can't believe it's the same person. I'm shocked.
I love that line.
The voice is so different.
There'd be no pleasure from the gain if there were no risk from the journey.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a good line. Some good dialogue there.
This is one thing I do miss about the early seasons of Stargate is all the unique characters you get for just random episodes. You get some really unique people coming in. Like Harlan, Linnea, the Gamekeeper.
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I have some comments about standalone episodes later.
Oh, it's the way he's saying no like a child.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so sad. It's funny. He takes something that could be almost like laughable as a death for his family, but Michael Shanks brings such a
Yep.
strength of performance that
With
to make it
the
feel
wrong
really
actors,
believable.
this would be really awkward.
Yeah, but he makes it really good.
Yeah, it's not at all like corny or overdone. It's perfect.
My options are infinite. My solutions are zero. This is great. Yep.
Oh, neither of your people want to play now. Suck it.
He reset.
I love they just reset the shot in the background. They just reset everything while it was focused on him and then pan the camera back. It's really cool.
It's good. It is good.
Did he just wipe his clothing where Daniel touched him? He's like,
no, he pressed
he
pressed a switch on his
okay, I was gonna say
GDO. They died a long time ago.
They're already dead.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
So salty. I love it.
We don't like to be used and abused for the amusement of others.
Don't use our trauma.
Exactly. Cool effect.
It is very cool.
Hi, guys.
You.
I love that. Oh, do you see him up? It's great.
Unimaginative.
Hey, give us the right setting.
They just don't want to be manipulated.
No.
Right. For entertainment. There's nothing constructive about this.
We aren't your Netflix.
Right. I mean, there may be personal satisfaction in the ending, but I mean, how many times do we have to rewatch it?
Yeah.
Out. Yeah, I just want out.
Yeah.
Dan Ben said he also had a small appearance in Star Trek First Contact. Yeah, it was great seeing him there.
So more episodes than John Delancey?
I don't know about that. It's possible. But yeah, Reg was in First Contact.
What is their lifespan? So if they're in there for 1,000 years, is that because they're being nourished by the devices?
They're probably in stasis. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're the new update.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the DLC to my game.
They're the new subscription service.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll pay for that battle pass.
How long could you watch the movies before you were bored silly? I forgot about this. Yeah.
Yeah. As does yours, madam.
Jolinar.
Yeah, this is like the first time that we learn the lasting effects it's had on Carter.
Which is, it's good. I bet she's feeling real grateful for Jolinar right now.
Yeah.
No one gets to mess with her memories.
Yeah. I don't give a damn about residents. Yeah, see, what first happens here is what my fear is that you think you're unplugged, but you're not.
Yeah, that is, yeah, very Matrixy,
Yeah.
very like, very scary.
Uh-huh.
Am I still in the simulation?
Well, that like begs the question, like, are all future episodes of SG-1 simulations?
I have wondered that, and I hate that question.
Me too.
Uh-oh. He's adding, they're not certain anymore. It's like, what if he's lying to us? He
Yeah.
wants to keep the garden for himself.
I want to know how he found the time to fix the garden.
I was going to say to tend to the garden.
Yeah.
Well, he's just only in there as an administrator. You know, he can let himself out whenever he wants.
I guess, but wouldn't he be like busy
His face.
Oh,
like
I know.
facilitating all of their visions?
Yeah, but he doesn't have. He probably has some kind of like when I was a DJ at a radio station, I could queue up several playlists and leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
One great thing about this character is the fact that his face is just the pure panic.
Oh,
right
absolutely. He's terrified.
He's so good.
Was no one's ever challenged him like this
Correct.
before?
It's the big turn he's having to do because of that stupid hat. It's adding.
I was
going to
say it reminds me of a shark fin.
Yeah.
I just thought of like some kind of Egyptian hieroglyph.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh boy. Let's get him out of here. Yep. Yes, because that will solve everything. They'll stop being curious.
Can't hear any new truths, but they can mull over what's just been revealed.
Correct. Exactly right.
Well.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's great is there is another 13 minutes of this. So
I know.
we know it's not over.
That's it. It also begs the question, can the residents continue to enjoy them if they're invisible to them, or do they have to appear in the spaces in order to continue to watch?
I've wondered about that. I feel like they don't have to be there. I feel like maybe the Gamekeeper just made them visible just to mess with them a bit more.
Yeah.
Removing the waste. Yeah. Poop tube.
Of course.
So this wouldn't be from their memories because she's talking about that specific planet
Correct.
and that specific scenario. So
it's extrapolated.
this VR,
yeah,
this VR thing can also make things up as well as revisit old memories.
Yep.
God, Hammond is being so weird. I love it. I love that you just know immediately it's not him.
My favorite part of this whole episode is coming up, and it's that
cartoonish
run. Oh
yeah.
my God.
That damn
like
run.
I half expect like to see like an impression of Hammond in Dust.
I didn't know Don
like,
Davis
as he
could
runs
move like
away.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he can move.
Shook. This time.
This time.
Are you cracked? Oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, this is not the Hammond I know.
Yep. This is a stretch to justify us going back in.
Oh,
Yeah, except we're not out.
Yeah.
yeah.
1 week.
I love that it's so obviously not him. This is starting to sound like Ergo. I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
they
a
started
Uh-huh.
writing
PR, like
Ergo when they were
positive
writing this
PR.
one. Oh,
Oh, oh,
No,
oh, oh, oh.
no, no, no.
you do not start pulling that one.
I think all things being equal that Teal'c and Jack would have been sent to the front of his house just before Charlie died.
Mm.
Agrees. Unless his memory is sort of like blocking that a little bit.
Yeah. I love this.
Yes.
Look behind his ear.
So like a Scooby-Doo thing
I don't
where
think so,
like the
bucko.
bad person's always wearing a mask and then they would take off the mask and it's
It would
another
have gotten
mask.
away with it if it wasn't for these meddling kids.
Yes.
Slap. Oh
So
my god.
subordinate.
I forgot about the disrespect. So good. He's not afraid of that.
The residents.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Guys, it's coming. I'm excited.
I'm literally I'm waiting for him, holding my breath.
Don't hold your breath. You can't breathe through your nose.
That's a good point.
Just pass out.
Yeah. If you don't hear from me in the next 2 minutes, it's because I'm passed out
She passed out in anticipation.
of running.
Nope.
Yes.
Nah, we're wrong.
Or imagine.
That's the
Mm.
thing. Oh, here we go.
What a decent way to do that. It's such a
Yeah,
you don't
that was
realize
good.
Kowalski's in the
Right.
room. It's like, oh,
That was a
hello.
good implant. Oh, it's so good to see him
You're
again.
dead,
Yeah,
my
it
dude.
was.
We
That's
can't
the
have
point.
fun.
You know, bring him back. So, you know what? You could have adventures with me.
Anytime I need like my heart pulled on, they just bring back Kowalski and it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, then what would be the point?
He's not anyone.
Yeah.
He's an AI.
Mm.
Got creepy. Not me.
Mm-hmm.
That creeped me out. I'm real in here. That was rude.
There we go.
Yeah.
Guys, it's coming.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ambassador Draylock.
Yep. I like the way he says hello in such a pleasant way. Like, you know, he's not mad at them, he's mad at the gamekeeper.
Well, they're basically prisoners.
Yeah. Agreeable.
Yeah, this episode could have been called Prisoners Part 2.
I think it was called prison. It might have been called I'm just trying to think what it was called in other languages. Might have been called prisoners in some respect in another language.
Cerberus? The Keeper lies. Yeah, let's go to the planet in our minds.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Leave me alone.
He's right.
Yeah, he has a point. It just, it's not going to work in the traditional sense. But I like the way that Jack's trying to be logical and he's like, leave me alone. Like, I'm trying to be smart. That chemistry.
Let's go get him.
Oh, guys, look at him go. Look at him go.
He's running.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
It's adorable.
It's even better when it's just him though, with his hands together.
I know.
Like, Jesus,
You can only
man.
run so fast like that.
You can't propel yourself forward when you're not moving your arms as you run.
Especially with that dress and hat he's wearing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know. Looks like he's made good time. Oh, this looks eerily familiar.
Portals are always open.
Just have to know where to look.
So I was looking at Reddit yesterday, some of the comments on this episode, and someone said that the Gamekeeper drank his own Kool-Aid for so long, he had no idea how transparent his plot was.
Oh my God, I'm ill, and you made me laugh so hard.
That's funny. Look at him going.
I had to mute to let the rest of that laugh out. My goodness. So good.
Lovely, is it not?
Yes, it is lovely.
Reminds me of when I was playing Sea of Thieves. I was in a battle with somebody, but instead of fighting and screaming about how I'm going to kill them, I was like, "Does my ship look nice though? Is it nice?" Before we continued fighting. Ooh, using his own thing against him.
Third chance and a fourth chance and a fifth chance.
Yeah.
Well, you've left it open.
Jed Ted said for the running sequence, cue Benny Hill music.
I don't get the reference.
Yes.
I'll send you what the tune is later. It's such a classic for running things.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm familiar with the tune.
Not Chariots of Fire, is it?
No, it's like this, like kind of like a little
like through a kazoo.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, basically.
And the residents got out. Oh, look at it right there. See on the left. You see the little.
Yes, you saw the symbol.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's a long way to walk. Hope it doesn't shut off.
I was gonna say, Jesus Christ.
And this one's real.
We'll send you some movies too.
They're actually picking the flowers.
Give you a whole like MGM VHS collection.
Imagine if they shot this here in the summer. It would have been so even more gorgeous. Do not pull that.
This guy is such jokes.
It's real.
Didn't he bite his knuckle or something here in a second?
Yeah, it's very comical.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I've ever done that naturally in real life.
Did you see that? Michael Shanks had the biggest laugh on his face when he turned back and looked away.
Good show.
You don't see Michael Shanks laughing genuinely in Stargate often.
Not really.
No.
That was quite nice to see. No.
So going back to those VR pods being used in later episodes, on Reddit, someone actually made a good point that I'm on board with. They said that they liked how the acquisition and development of technology was handled by the series. It was subtle and gradual, but there were lots of small things taken from like seemingly unimportant standalone episodes like this one that are like later utilized, which I think is really cool. You know, like yeah, there's like this, there's the mirror, and yeah, it's really
Correct.
cool how they just like sort of crop up, and you're like, oh yeah, that's from this episode.
Jed Ted asked, "What's on the left?" I meant the left of the red crystal on the DHD was the point of origin symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
It was.
this was great, guys. The Gamekeeper, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
All right. Ratings.
I have feelings.
You have feelings.
Yeah, I know you're not a huge
No.
fan of this episode, are you?
I really
Nicole?
don't like this episode.
Oh,
I'll
I
get out of the
really
way
like
and give it a
it.
5.
I was going to go with another
Yes.
4,
Okay.
to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely an episode that I watch every time I do a rewatch. It's not one that I skip.
I dislike it so much I skip it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, you know, there are episodes where SG-1 or even Atlantis, where they're just trapped, and I like those episodes, but this is one where I'm just like, it's not fun, you know. Like I was saying earlier, this reminds me of Ergo, or really Ergo reminds me of this one, but like it's a way more fun kind of one. Yeah, you know what, I don't want to, but I feel like I have to.
If Dom DeLuise had been the Gamekeeper, that would have made a difference.
Oh, for sure. It's not because I don't like his performance or anything. It's something about Dom DeLuise gave me a bit of warmth, and made me feel a bit safe. Like I wanted to give Ergo a hug. I don't want to give the Gamekeeper a hug.
Maybe it's because you were it was also an Earth sort of based episode predominantly. Maybe you feel more comfortable, like in yourself.
Off-world episodes tend to throw me off.
You know?
I feel
because there's
really
so many
safe on Earth.
There's so much unpredictability, like when you're off world, and so many different like factors you can't control.
Did you watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, Nicole?
I have not. I've never actually seen Star Trek.
So I have
me neither.
Like a warm fuzzy place where Barclay is concerned, and so I transfer that to the Gamekeeper.
That makes a lot of sense.
Why I give it, I would have probably otherwise given it a 4, but I give it a 5 just because of his performance. Because I know
of the
his range.
warm fuzzies.
Yeah. So
I would say
I can appreciate that.
I want to give it a 2, but that's what I go First Commandment. That one really deserves a 1. So if we just take First Commandment out of the running in terms of 2s, I think this one gets a 2. I really don't like it. I can't explain it. Like I laughed, but I think the repetitiveness, it wasn't that exciting or engaging. And you know, and also when you're going to give me an almost Groundhog Day kind of situation, it's like it's got to kind of be funny, with a bit of darkness. But this one just felt so dark until like halfway. I don't know. It just felt very meh for me. I think that the Gamekeeper was the best part, obviously, but yeah, I don't know.
I think it was the right amount of dark and light. You know, he was quite comical, but there's obviously a lot of dark overtones as well. But I thought it was a relatively well-balanced episode.
Okay, so what are your ratings?
2.
4.
2 and 4. Okay. All right. Anthony gives it a 4. Mac Boland's Conscience, 5 because it's Murdoch. What is that, Murdoch? What is that from? Oh, A-Team.
I forgot he was in A-Team.
Yeah. Hog Wild is a 2. Erpel Homo.
He gave it a 7 after he corrected his point.
7 because the really bad rocks that hit Daniel's parents. So does he mean a 1?
No, he says it's not a 7 because of the bad rocks that hit the
7.
parents.
6.6 of 7, so that translates into a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jed Ted 5, Dan Ben 2, Raj is 4. So we're kind of all over the map in terms of how we feel about it.
Yeah, really are.
I'm glad Dan Ben and Hog Wild agree with me. Nice. I was worried I was gonna. No, it's not about that. I was worried I was gonna be alone because I feel really nasty giving it a 2.
Okay, I guess I just don't understand. Like, so I'm alone. So you're alone. It's okay.
I don't like being alone. I just feel
you
brutal.
prefer rather to have a unique personality rather than one that's copied and pasted from everyone else?
Well, the thing is, no one is well and truly unique. We're all a bit of a mix, and nothing's original, right? And to be honest, right, I think I used to have that kind of notion when I was younger. My mum was always like, "Oh, why do you want to be like all these other girls at school?" And I was like, "Yeah," but then by like doing that, I'm now like a bunch of other girls who also didn't want to be like those other girls at school. So it's like, you know, I'm not trying to go for.
So you want to be like everybody else, but you don't like the repetitive nature of the storyline.
Just the thought of fitting in has always genuinely repelled me.
I'm not gonna lie, right? My brain is too broken to even comprehend what you just said. So I'm too mentally exhausted from being ill to even whatever. Sure.
Sorry, it was a little bit too meta or something.
So that my brain just died.
I could see I could almost hear the.
Did you see the meme of the floating numbers, the algebra just going back and forth?
Yeah, the zeros and ones.
Yeah. Honestly, too much thought. Do you know how hard it's been to try and push any succinct, nice thoughts out? I've been trying to find anything to just be like, oh yeah, let's say something, because I just want to sit here in silence and just do nothing.
Oh well, I'm proud of you.
Don't worry, you will soon be returning to that momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, this is true.
I
appreciate being here, though. I've had fun.
You've done a very good job, Nicole.
I really don't like season 2.
Proud of you, Boo.
Thank you.
I would have been interested to see what you thought of it had you actually watched the show in episode airing order.
Yes,
and grown with season 2 rather than picking it up later. So.
It was definitely.
I agree, because you would have been comparing it to all of the more awesome seasons.
Oh, for sure.
I think in comparison, it's not gonna weigh up. But if you see it in episodic order,
when they were still figuring out what they were doing, you would have
enjoyed it a lot more.
It's quite shocking how season 1 I really enjoy, but I think that's because I watched season 1 first.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah, but then 2 and 3, I'm just like.
Mama Knox,
2,
4 chevrons.
Very no. 3, season 2. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna be brutal, for a while.
Okay,
but I love Stargate. This is the answer, David. Ask me season 2 trivia questions, and I'll come last.
Really?
Next time we do a thing.
Well,
honestly.
maybe not after we finish watching season 2, because I'll be throwing some little facts at you, and maybe some of them will stick.
I feel like I'm prepping for an exam now. Like every time I'm watching stuff with you. The exam of life, Stargate life.
All right, gang. We're gonna wrap this one up so Nicole can get going here.
I'm gonna go to sleep again.
Appreciate
that
everyone.
Sounds like a good idea.
Tuning in. Lockwatcher, final point.
Thank you.
Amazing that Jackson lost his parents in a museum accident and he went on to become an archaeologist.
Yeah,
well,
I think
he
that was
followed in
probably
their
ingrained.
footsteps, not in the museum's footsteps. So
Dan Ben said, "I agree with you, Nicole. I want to give something a low score sometimes, but I don't think anyone else will. So I agree."
Oh,
yeah, I just feel a bit self-conscious about going
just
too
be
low.
honest.
Be
just
yourself.
Be honest.
Screw what everyone else thinks. What everyone else thinks.
Yeah.
No
matter.
judgment zone.
So.
No judgment.
I mean, I'll act like I judge you, but I don't. I'll go, come on. I don't, I'm fine.
A wee bit of judgment there. Come now.
Yeah, but I don't actually mean it.
We are the Wormhole Extremists. We'll talk to you
are.
soon. Be well, gang.
Bye.
Bye, guys.